Howdy, hi. It is DR Job Sports MLB picks and predictions for September 24th, 2024. Final week of MLB baseball. Thank the gods. This could not have come soon enough. All right, let's get into the video. First game we're looking at, it is Mets and the Braves. I'm taking the Mets plus 120 on the money line. Mets have Luis Severino on the mound. He is 11-6 with a 3.79 ERA, going up against Spencer Schwellenbach, who is 7-7 with a 3.61 ERA. This is the series that matters the most. Braves currently sit 2 games behind the Mets in the wild card standings. Let me just go make sure that's still accurate. That might change a little bit because the Braves might be able to get in if the Diamondbacks kind of eat shit towards the end of the season. But in terms of these two teams, whoever wins this series is going to make the playoffs, is basically how this is going to boil down. So I'm taking my money on the Mets. They've been playing really good baseball recently, and I think they have the pitching advantage, and we're talking about the entirety of the rotation. Obviously, the Braves have Chris Sale, and that's kind of like a cheat code. But if we're talking about all the starting pitchers, I would definitely be taking the Mets. So, Mets, one of the hottest teams in baseball right now. Severino, he's been solid enough in his last decent amount of starts. He's gone 4 outings, giving up 8 total runs in his last 4. Same number for Schwellenbach, but I just think the value here is with the Mets at plus 120. I don't really see why this just isn't a pick 'em kind of game. Both these teams playing good baseball right now. 2 similar pitchers on the mound. And if you're telling me whose bullpen I prefer, it's probably a toss-up. I know the Mets used to have a bullpen problem, but I think them at plus 120 is just too good value. So give me the Mets with the plus money. Next game, this just don't make no sense to me. Who in their right mind is laying minus 250 with the Twins at home right now? Twins are one of the worst teams in baseball in the last 2 months. They suck. It's Marlins and the Twins. I'm taking the Marlins plus 205 on the money line all day. This is purely a value bet. Marlins have Ryan Weathers on the hill. He is 3-5 with a 3.55 ERA. He's going to Bailey Ober, who is 12-7 with 3.90 ERA. It's not that I have faith in the Marlins to win this ball game, but there's no way they should be plus 205. The Twins are ass. They are disgustingly bad at baseball right now. They currently sit, I think, 1 game back, of the fucking Royals and Tigers in the playoff standings now. These teams have really brought everybody back into contention. The Royals suck. The Twins suck. The Mariners are only 2 games back. I mean, like, good lord. The only team playing well is the Tigers. Baltimore's just lucky everyone else is also shit the bed, or else they might be looking on the outside looking in if these teams are just playing decent baseball. Both these teams are 3-7 in their last 10 games. Twins can't be laying minus 250. It doesn't make any sense. They lost 5 out of their last 6 series straight up. I'm probably just going to take Miami for every single game of this series. And if they can hit 1 game at this plus 205 money, you already cover yourself for the next 2. So you're chilling. You just need the Marlins to win 1 game this series. And with how bad the Twins are playing, I definitely think that can happen. So give me the Marlins plus 205 on the money line. Twins are ass. Next game, Cardinals minus 130 on the money line against the Rockies. Cardinals have Michael McGreevy, great fucking name, on the mound, who is 2-0 with a .90 ERA, going up against Ryan Feltner, who is 3-10 with a 4.73 ERA. Plenty of times this year, if you've been watching the videos, I've taken the Rockies, whether it be plus 120 at home or plus 230 on the road, and they have just screwed me right in the pooch. Not to be done again. We're done with that. Not the last week. Can't take that anymore. So I'm going to take the Cardinals at minus 130. I think this is a decent enough price going against a team like the Rockies. McGreevy, he's a rookie out of UC Santa Barbara. He's standing at about 6'5", 230 pounds. This is his first outing since his call-up about 2 weeks ago. In his other one, it was like a half start, like a half relief spot. He went 3 innings, did not allow a single run against the Pittsburgh Pirates. He's going up against Feltner, whose statistics kind of speak for themselves. He's 3-10 with a 4.73 ERA. None of these bats in Colorado scare me. You get Nolan Arenado, welcome back game to Colorado, even though he left a while ago. But still a welcome back game. It's always nice to go back to Colorado, I'm assuming. Smoke that dankest of Kush. So I'm going to take the Cardinals, minus 130. They got the better pitcher on the mound. Fuck the Rockies. They've screwed me over enough this year. Not again. Next game, probably, no, not the game of the night. I think the Mets and the Braves is the game of the night. We'll go with the second best game of the night. It's the Padres and the Dodgers. I'm taking the Dodgers minus 115 on the money line, solely based on principle. Padres have Michael King on the mound, who is 12-9 with a 3.08 ERA, going up against Landon Knack. That is a horrible fucking name. 2-4 with a 3.70 ERA. Knack, he's been going well recently. He has given up at most 2 runs in 4 out of his last 5 starts. He has the Dodgers offense behind him. So obviously, whenever you're backed up by Ohtani, oh god, what a yawn! Holy shit! Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Teoscar Hernandez, Will Smith. Those guys are just gonna hit bombs. They're gonna score you runs. So you're gonna feel pretty good with those bats behind you. King has also been going well as recently as well. He ain't got the Dodgers offense behind him though. He's got a banged up Fernando Tatis. You got Luis Ariz, who is not having the season he had 2 years ago, even last year. Then you do have some bats though. You got Machado, you got Profar, you got the boys, but they're not the Dodgers. So surely based on principle, I'm taking the Dodgers minus 115 at home. That's always a good price. Doesn't matter who they're playing or who the pitcher is. If you can get the Dodgers anywhere close to even money at home, you should be taking it. They arguably the best team up and down the lineup in baseball. Final game, we went from a great game to a fucking toilet bowl. It's the Angels and the White Sox. If you're betting this, you're like me and you just like betting shit. I'm taking the over 8.5 runs at plus money. It's plus 105. Angels have Jack Kakanowicz. Don't know how to say that dude's name still. I refuse to look it up or figure it out. You're just gonna go call him Jack Off. So you got Jack Off on the mound, who is 2-5 with a 4.56 on the ERA, going up against Jonathan Cannon, who's 4-10 with a 4.61 ERA. Both of these teams are obviously some hot garbage. So betting either side, I can't really get behind because they both suck. But with 2 bad pitchers on the mound, I do not don't mind getting behind the over here. Canning just played against this Angels team. He gave up 4 runs in 6 innings pitched just about a week ago. And then Jack Off just went against this Chicago team. He gave up 1 run in 7 innings pitched. So I think seeing these guys for a second time in a span of less than a week and a half, the bats should be back alive. Also saw on social media today, the White Sox are actually trying to get people in the ballpark for a change. They're doing it $10 tickets, $1 hot dogs. I think it's $2 beers. There should be people in the ballpark rooting for them to win. Surely that means the team gets up for this game. They're not trying to be like a 125 loss team this year. They win a few games at the end. They don't look as horrible, and they pull this one through. They get to 40 wins. That's all I want. So give me the over, 8.5 runs at plus 105. I think that is some good value. All right, that's going to do it for me and this video. I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.